We often hear about programs available for young people who've been in trouble with the police, such as holidays and adventure trips. But what about those kids who've never been in trouble? In 1997, when Greg Hunt was a police officer based in the Wirral, he decided to charter a sailing boat so that deserving young people could be rewarded for being good citizens. Since 1997, 400 people aged between 16 and 24 have set sail. The latest trip is due to leave this Sunday from Liverpool Marina, and Greg joins me now to tell me a little bit more about it. Morning, Greg.
Good morning.
So take us back to when it all began then.
Well, basically, it was in, as you say, it was in 1997, and consequently, from that time onwards, a lot of myself and my colleagues, I'm now retired, we decided that there was a lot of very good work going on out there for young people who had perhaps fallen off, fallen by the wayside, so to speak, and got themselves into trouble one way or another. But there was nothing really to reward the youngsters that have, through very difficult circumstances, achieved in their own right. There was nothing to encourage them. So we thought, well, really, what are we doing here? We're giving stuff out to people that have perhaps transgressed or whatever, but the poor kids that are really struggling and making something of themselves are getting nothing. And as young people get a bad press, we thought, well, let's see what we can do. Let's see what's out there. And there's absolutely tons of youngsters out there who are really struggling, but making do and really achieving.
Yeah.
So we thought, right, well, let's support them. So that's what we did. We chartered a tour ship, and we take them away. They are interviewed, and then we choose a crew. And I say it's not only police officers. There's other people involved. There's a local sailing school. They help us out training the crew before we go. That's at Toy Lake. And we try and get money and stuff from industry. It's quite expensive, but we usually manage to scrounge enough money to get them away.
Yeah.
And so they go away and they learn all sorts of skills. They learn a lot of leadership skills, how to achieve in difficult circumstances, because it's not a holiday. It's really hard work. They learn that there are 24 hours in a day.
Well, that's it. The boat you chartered was the Greater Manchester Challenge. That's part of the Ocean Youth Trust. Now, I've been on that boat. I've done a little bit of sailing on that boat, although only a little bit, I hasten to add. It's hard work, taking that out round the Skerries or out over to the Isle of Man or wherever it is that it happens to go on any itinerary. That's
right. Well, we can't really have an itinerary as such as to say where we're going, because it's all weather dependent.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like you say to the kids, well, if the wind doesn't blow, the ship doesn't go, and if the sails don't get pulled up, we ain't going anywhere. And you're the crew, you've got to do it. It's not done by motors or anything like that. They have to work really hard. And if you can imagine, if you take the tall ship out and you sail it for some considerable distance and then come back, that's one heck of an achievement.
Yeah, definitely.
Something you can sort of put on your CV as such, and something that future employees are looking for. And it's encouraging the young people from Merseyside to do well, and showing them that people are aware of the fact that they are trying hard.
The one thing I noticed with people who use the Ocean Youth Trust's trips and use Greater Manchester Challenge in particular is the significant difference in the children when they come back a week later, or the youngsters a week later. Although, to all intents and purposes, they've had a week away, it's the difference in their perception. They've been lifted completely out of their comfort zone and dropped into something that's so alien to them that it brings out the best in them, I think.
Absolutely. I mean, I've got some great letters from parents and people, that are saying, "What have you done to my youngster?" Well, what have you done? I can't understand this. They actually talk to me now. And their bedroom's clean.
Yeah, because it's a very small boat, isn't it? You've got to keep everything clean in there.
Well, that's right. You've got to learn to live in a very small space with other people, whether you get on with them or not.
Yeah.
Smelly socks that full hit.
Yeah. I mean,
bedrooms at home, in the normal teenager's bedroom, with all respect to them out there, it looks like somebody's thrown a grenade in it, Yeah. And but you can't do that on a boat. You've got to tidy up after yourself.
Oh, definitely. It's a real dedication from you and your team of volunteers as well, from the people who help out sort of staffing it and providing the training and everything else that goes into it. And you've made a bit of an extra special treat for us this morning. Congratulations on your wedding anniversary.
Oh, 32 years, man and boy.
32! That's quite some achievement.
Yes, my lovely lady, wife. I'm taking her up to Southport to the flower show today, so we're hoping for some decent weather.
Oh, excellent. I would recommend the train and not driving.
Yeah.
Because it's chaos around there when the flower show's on. So, well done for getting up early to talk to us. On your anniversary, is your good lady wife in bed still?
No, she's in the kitchen listening to this.
Oh, she's up.
Right.
Well, listen, go and get her out the kitchen and go and make her some breakfast.
Absolutely.
Last year as well, this shows the dedication from the volunteers, Al Green, what a brilliant name by the way, who works in your traffic management department,
right.
He was away for his 25th wedding anniversary.
Yeah, I've done it as well. I was away for my, I've done that as well, went away for my 25th, but it's not the most popular of moves, I have to say.
No, well, did you have the full support of your missus, and did he have the full support of Mrs. Green as well?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the wives and the other halves, people tend to forget about them, but they do give up a lot when they send their partners away for, I don't know, 10 days, especially, you know, the police officers who only get a certain amount of leave. It's a big chunk out of your holidays.
Are they using holiday to do it?
Well, Merseyside police do support, they give 50-50. If you go away for, say, 10 days, they will give you 5 days leave, but you have to put 5 days of your own leave in.
Yeah. Oh, that's good of them to do it, to meet you at least halfway.
Well, that's right. We don't get financial support from them or anything else, but what they do is they provide the logistics and the stuff like that.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
All right, well, listen, thanks very much for joining us this morning, and obviously, very well done to you and your team for putting this together.
My pleasure. If anybody's out and about on Sunday morning, we were sailing out to the dock in Liverpool, heading towards lunchtime. It'd be nice to see them.
It goes out of Liverpool Marina, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Well, in actual fact, there's not one, there's 2 boats going.
You actually got 2 going as well, so what's the second boat?
Second boat is, it's one that the guy who runs the Glacier Project he's getting ready to do a round the world voyage. It's a sister ship to the Manchester Challenge.
Whatever you do, don't break it.
So, yeah, don't bust it, man. Yeah, kids, just clean up after yourselves now.
Greg, when you retired, I bet you thought you'd get to take it easy, didn't you?
You should have seen the list that my good lady had ready for me. Never happens. You never have the time. When you retired, you seem to be busy or somewhere.
I'm sure you are. Listen, very well done to you for organising all this, and our very best to you and to Mrs. Hunt as well on your wedding anniversary.
Thanks very much.
All right, thanks. That's Greg Hunt out on GMC. It's an Ocean Youth Trust boat, and the second one as well, as you just heard there, leaving the marina Sunday. Go and wave them off. It's a really great project. I've been on that boat and I've seen how it works. It's really worthwhile cause. You see